Antarctica is known to the world as a continent of ice, silence, and science. No nations own it. No armies march across it. No history, officially, ever unfolded there. Yet beneath the glaciers lies a secret older than modern civilization, one deliberately erased from maps, archives, and memory. In 2026, a single data leak shattered the illusion. Chapter 1: The Forgotten Expedition, 1821. In the winter of 1821, a private expedition departed from Trieste under the banner of a scientific voyage. Its funding came not from governments, but from 7 European noble houses: Habsburg, Bourbon, Romanov, Savoy, Hohenzollern, Wettin, and Sinclair. Official records say the ship vanished in the Southern Ocean. Unofficial records tell a different story. The expedition discovered a vast ice-free valley deep within Antarctica, warmed by geothermal activity and shielded by surrounding mountains. Ancient stone structures stood there, too precise, too symmetrical to be natural. Symbols carved into black rock matched sigils used only in medieval noble lineages. The nobles had not found the valley. They had returned to it. Chapter 2: The Bloodline Compact. According to a sealed Vatican manuscript known as Codex Glacis, several European royal families shared a common ancestry predating Rome itself. This bloodline, referred to as the Boreal Line, traced its origin to a civilization that survived a prehistoric global collapse by migrating south, far south. Antarctica was once green. The Compact of Blood was signed in 1104 AD, binding these families to protect the location, knowledge, and genetic continuity of the Boreal Line. In exchange, the descendants would retain influence over emerging empires. Kings would rise, empires would fall, but the bloodline would endure. Chapter 3: The Antarctic Sanctum. Beneath 6 kilometers of ice lies the Sanctum, an underground city carved into obsidian-like stone. Powered by geothermal vents and ancient energy systems still not fully understood, it houses libraries older than Alexandria and genetic vaults containing preserved lineages. The Sanctum is not abandoned. A governing council known as the Custodians of the South Crown has maintained the city for centuries. Their members rotate every generation, selected only from families carrying the boreal markers, rare genetic sequences absent from the general population. Modern satellites cannot see the Sanctum. They are programmed not to. Chapter 4: The Treaty That Lied. The Antarctic Treaty of 1959 was presented as a peace agreement to preserve the continent for science. In reality, it was a cover, an international oath of silence. 12 nations were briefed. None were told the full truth. Only one clause remains classified to this day: Article 7B, granting unrestricted access to unnamed legacy stakeholders. These stakeholders were not countries, but families. Chapter 5: The 2026 Exposure. In March 2026, an AI-assisted ice-penetrating radar system developed by an independent research group detected geometric voids beneath Queen Maud Land. The data bypassed military filters and went public for 6 minutes. 6 minutes was enough. Archived medieval sigils matched the radar shapes. DNA databases flagged impossible hereditary overlaps among European nobility. Private flights to Antarctica spiked within 72 hours. The custodians had failed for the first time in 900 years. Chapter 6: The Hidden Empire. The so-called lost royal families never disappeared. They transitioned. From crowns to corporations, from thrones to financial systems, from empires of land to empires of influence. Antarctica remained their final sovereign territory, neutral ground, immune to war, untouched by law. A place where succession was decided. Chapter 7. Why the Secret Matters. The Boreal Line is not just historical, it is biological. Embedded within its DNA are adaptations to extreme environments, longevity markers, and neurological traits associated with leadership and strategic cognition. The fear was never discovery, it was replication. If the bloodline could be engineered, the balance of power would collapse. Epilogue. The ice is listening. As of late 2026, no official confirmation exists, but the ice is thinning. Research stations are expanding, private expeditions continue, and ancient systems beneath Antarctica are waking up. The question is no longer whether the secret will emerge. It is who will inherit it.